Okay, so let's have a look at seeing how I even out Pamela's skin tones here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I get the little, I don't know what you call this, the clone tool. And I'm just going to go through and just edit the really, I guess, noticeable bits and just patch it with a neutral one next to it. So this is all a bit of a process and it can take a little bit of time, but it's definitely worth just trying to even it all out so it looks a little bit more flawless. And this is my starting point. You can't really just do one big thing and fix it all. It's kind of little stages to get it to where it needs to be. So once you've done that, and you can kind of see there, see the before and the after. It's just kind of blended it slightly a little bit better. And now I'm going to bring it into Photoshop to really get into fixing it up a little bit more. Okay, so you want to first duplicate the layer. Why is it doing that? It's deciding to be silly. There we go. Duplicate your layer first and get a skin tone. If you zoom in nice and tight, get the color picker and just grab a bit of the skin tone color that's going to look kind of how you want it to be evenly. So I'm going to go about, that's a bit pink, about there. And then you're going to get the brush tool and we're going to like paint over it. So, oh, my computer's slow today, guys, sorry. But literally going to paint over it all. Don't go too close to the edge. I'm not going to do that bit in there yet. I'm going to do that gradually later. My computer's doing all kinds of crazy things. Anyway, and then you're going to desaturate it. So see how it was full color. And then you're just going to change the opacity so it's not full. And I'm going to put it at about there at 20%. So you can see how it's really soft and subtle, just super duper soft and subtle. Yeah. All right, and then we're going to flatten that out. I always do everything bit by bit, make a new layer. And I'm going to grab this tool up here. It's called the patch tool. And then I'm just going to go through and grab little bits that are kind of standing out really a lot. Like you can really notice it. So these darker bits and just blend it with the lighter bits next to it. You want to make sure that you're always grabbing bits that are close to how you want it to be filled. See these light bits in here, and then you want it to be the same, kind of looks like spots almost. So you want to bring that to there and just kind of get rid of all that. So it really is just little bit by little bit, guys, to get it right. Otherwise it just, you can notice that you've totally edited it and you don't want that. Like you want it to look natural and flawless, not like, oh, that was so edited, where you just painted something over the top of it. Maybe I might just get another layer just in case this doesn't work out how I wanted it to. Yeah, that's not bad. All right, and see if I turn that off, see how that's just kind of softened it even more, made it even nicer. And then I'm going to flatten it again. And I'm going to do one more paint over, but I'm going to use this softer pink tone that I got from the other image. So I just literally got the picker and picked a spot a little bit lighter in tone about there, and then just paint that on as well. Might even leave it to there. Change the opacity down just a tiny bit. That's super subtle. Maybe put up a little bit more. Yeah, I'll flatten that out. That's pretty good. I don't want to do anything too drastic, so I think I would leave that as that is. So I'll show you now. So I save that and then jump back into Lightroom, and you'll be able to see that's the edited one, and then that's the unedited. So see how it's really nice and beautiful and flawless now, nice and even. In Photoshop, you can see that it's a bit like colorful, I guess, in here. So I'm just going to desaturate this color to try and make it the same as her face. Like, I know that it's different skin tones, but I just want to make like it just looks like it's too different to me. So I'm just going to grab this little masking tool, and all you do is just desaturate the color basically. So I'm just going to down it to about 6. Just make sure everything else is where it needs to be, and just kind of brush over it. So it's just gonna just get it a little bit less colorful, I guess. And then if you feel like you need to do more, you just continue to do a little bit more just to blend it all a little bit better. Yeah, I don't know, just little things like that just to finish it off, I think is important.